Today we're going to explore the spectacular Chinatown of Yokohama, or Chukagai in Japanese, located in the central Yokohama. We'll walk through the streets, try some foods, and just have some fun exploring. I will show you what the hype is all about, so grab a comfy seat and make sure to watch the whole video to find out what I'm about to disclose to you at the end. Enjoy! Yokohama's Chinatown is an easy ride on the subway system, which takes about an hour from the Tokyo station. It is the largest Chinatown in all of Japan. Crossing the Minato Dori Street, this is the Water Square, located in this Yokohama Park, the second oldest in the city after Yamate Park. In this park they have these awesome looking dragons sitting there guarding the premises. Who is the mother of dragons? This is the Yokohama Stadium, primarily used to play baseball, opened in 1978 and holds over 34,000 people. Compare this to the T-Mobile Park Stadium in Seattle, Washington, which holds over 47,000 people, which is also used for baseball. A peaceful water spray fountain is located in this Yokohama Park. The fountain is surrounded by a variety of flowers at its base. Look how beautiful they look. Let's go ahead and smell them. Which ones do you like the best? Please leave a comment below. Going on to the Japanese Higatien Garden through these beautiful wooden gates, I can already feel how very peaceful the surrounding area is. It's kind of crazy to think of this garden as being in this busy Yokohama city, because it doesn't feel so at all. You can check out this poster explaining park details. This right here is the monument of the Lantern of Friendship and Peace, symbolizing Yokohama's global and cultural exchange. This stone lantern sits in a pond. A quick fact, did you know that this lantern is an exact replica of the original lantern that is located in the Portland Japanese Garden in Oregon? Originally presented as a symbol of friendship after the World War II by then Japanese mayor of Yokohama, Ryozo Hiranuma, the original lantern was given to the city of Portland. Later, Japanese stonemasons flew to Oregon to take the precise measurements of the lantern in order to replicate it for the Higa Garden that you see right here. Walking on the path through the garden, you see the Yokohama Stadium that I mentioned earlier from all the angles. Quick fact, did you know that famous people like Tina Turner, Madonna, One OK Rock, Nana Mizuki, Luna C, and even Michael Jackson all performed at this stadium? Sign pointing to the Chinatown's north gate that we're about to enter. Wow, this was definitely unexpected to see. Huge dogs in Japan, most of them fit in a purse. This is the north gate leading right to the Chinatown. It looks tall, decorated, and inviting. Welcome to Yokohama Chinatown, the biggest in Japan here. We're about to enter and show you the tour. This is one of the many gates to the Chinatown. Besides the north gate, there is also the south gate, the east or the Choyomon gate, the west gate, the Tenchonmon or the Ichibadori gate, and the Zenrimon gate, to name a few. You can find all the gates, temples, and of course the Chinatown on this map. By the way, there are two temples here, the Maju Miao Temple and the Kentai Bio Temple, which is also known as the Kwantai Temple or the Guanggong Temple. Walking through the street, you can see there are a lot of places to eat with lots of different varieties of food. Despite being Japanized, if you will, some of the famous foods here include the nikuman, also known as the steamed pork buns or baozi in Chinese, lots of rice dishes, and of course lots of seafood dishes. Watch to the end to find out a surprising seafood dish that I tried. There are over 250 restaurants in this area, but there are also a lot of coffee places as well. You will find that architecture here is astounding and very decorative all over town. This is the Zenrimon Gate. The traditional Chinese architectural gateway is called Pai Lao or Pai Feng, which came from India to China upon arrival of Buddhism. These types of gateways are all over the world, and outside of China itself they mostly symbolize Chinatowns. Just look how detailed and sophisticated they are in their architecture. Astounding. Chinese lanterns are placed all over the streets, especially during the Chinese holidays. By the way, here besides all the restaurants, there are also many different markets where you can buy fresh food, canned food, and partially cooked meals. All the food that I've tried here is very delicious and all goes for a very reasonable price. There are also desserts just like these: caramelized apples, a variety of ice cream, and manju. With so much food left and right, it is tempting to eat everything and try all of it. Overall area here is very clean despite having virtually no trash cans at all anywhere. Did you know that when the port of Yokohama opened in 1859, a multitude of Chinese traders settled here? Nowadays it is less residential and more businessy with lots of tourists. Did you notice that these yellow lanterns make up a dragon? Now before you go anywhere, make sure to subscribe to my channel. This right here are some cute panda steam buns where you can even try steam buns made from shark. You heard it, shark. I wasn't brave enough to try it, but I did try 2 samples of a shark soup off camera at a different location down the street. Alright, about to try these panda steam buns. Let's see how they taste. Konnichiwa. Could I try minced pork? Minced pork kudasai?
Not yet.
Not yet? Oh, okay. How about spicy meat? Not yet?
Yeah, sorry.
Do you want this one?
Shark? Oh, wow. This is shark? Really? Shark, look at that. Oh, wow. You will literally find steam buns here on every corner on all the sides of all the streets, it seems like. Look at this architecture, it is so impressive, there are so many details here. More of these famous caramelized apples, strawberries and tangerines on the stick. I haven't actually tried them myself, but if you have, please comment below on how did you like them and how did they taste. Bean paste?
Bean sweet.
Oh.
人気ナンバーワン、ショップナンバーワン。
一番?
はい、一番。
一番、おー、すごい。
ネズミ。今だけ干支の絵柄が描かれてます。
Oh, okay.
毎年変わります。
Oh, okay.
あ
りがとう。
はい、いらっしゃいませ。はい、どうぞ召し上がってください。美味しいですよ。
Oh, 美味しい。
はい、デリシャス。
Oh,
はい。
wow. The lady said that this bean paste roll is one of the best. I will have to agree. It had walnuts inside and did taste pretty good, or oishi as they say in Japanese. Looks like it is all the same but comes in a few different boxes. This year it came with a rat on a box since this is the year of the rat. Inside of this grocery store they have lots of baked goods and different crackers with different designs on them just like these ones. This is one of the many little side streets where you can find more food, more coffee and more drinks. With so many good places to feast, it is no surprise that this Chinatown is always packed with people looking to try something delicious. You can literally pick any random side street in the Yokohama Chinatown and it will be packed with amazing stuff. And trust me, you will not run out of the options to eat. For example, as I was strolling by looking at different menus placed on the side of the restaurants, I saw this placard with steam buns going for 300 yen or just under $3 each. While not cheap, I think this price is reasonable in the area. One of many cool statues by a restaurant. Here, a lot of places offer palm readings just like the one on the left. You'll also see lots of bicycles on the streets, with many being left unlocked and unattended. With virtually no crime in the country, you can expect to find your bike in the same condition you left it in. And of course, lots and lots of menus everywhere, including the sides of the buildings. If you notice, many restaurants also put fake food behind their glass displays to show off their menus in a more visual way. This definitely attracts people, especially someone who doesn't read Japanese, as that you can tell what food you like just by visually looking at it. This place also offers lots of different varieties of ramen. Check out my previous Yokohama video to see how ramen is made. This is a bigger and wider street. You will often see people like this man on the left standing in front of a restaurant with so much competition. They try to lure people into their restaurant for you to eat. They will even give you a menu in English right outside. Don't be afraid to look at the menu and shop around if you will. You don't have to stick with something you don't like. On the way I found these pork and chicken parts hanging. An interesting fact in Japan, notice that a guy in front of me has a little dog and a little cooler on a cart. This is very typical here in Japan, and you will often see little dogs being dressed and carried in the arms or pushed in a baby stroller. I think the reason being is that they cost more than a car. Some fresh pork steam buns being steamed right on the street. This one goes for 400 yen or about $372 US because it is so big. It even has weight, diameter and height specifications of the bun. Let's just head on and check out the most famous and my most favorite steam buns in Chinatown. I'll show you where it's at. This is Honten-kaku, which is famous for the yakisho ronpu. Yakisho ronpu are the soup steam buns or the soup dumplings. They have different varieties including pork, shellfish and even shark. They're super juicy on the inside and the dough is hot and crispy on the outside. Wow, I don't know exactly how they do such magic, but it is a heavenly bun. Standing in line to try the best steam buns here in Yokohama, Japan. Look at this line. It's crazy, but I think it's well worth it. Let's go ahead and try it. Looking through the window, this is the making process of these steam buns. They do come in different colors and looks like they use broth for cooking. The long line is definitely worth the wait. Surprisingly, we only waited for about 15 minutes or so. Here, they pre-package them for a takeout. Depending on the exact content of the buns, they go for about 4 buns for 680 yen or 6 buns for 980 yen, which is under 7 and 10 US dollars respectively. While not cheap, I think this place should be on your must-visit food places in Yokohama. You will not regret it, I promise. Botaniku? Hi. 6? Hi. 800 yen, 2 half. Of course, I didn't even hesitate to go for the whole 6 pork yakisho ronpu buns. Let's try this Ichiban pork steam buns. Let's try these 6 pork, see how they are. Oh my god. So juicy inside, holy cow. Oh my god, it's so good. What happened?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Had a little accident, so I bit into one of the juicy buns and it sprayed all over her. Oh my god, it was like a fountain. On the other side, I found out this is how they make yakisho ronpu from scratch. Pork? Pork? Botaniku? Found a different place with different steam buns. I'm telling you, they're everywhere. The buns here go for 100 yen a piece or just under a buck. They're cheaper just because they're smaller compared to some that are ginormous. Okay, let's stroll along and sightsee. These wooden animals are the zodiac signs and representations of entities for different years that kids can wear on their heads for fun and to show off their zodiacs and the years they were born in. Since 2020 is the year of the rat, hence the rat statue. Now, during the final minutes of our trip, I'll just show you what's along this street. I hope you enjoyed this trip of the epic travel adventures. Make sure to subscribe and see you next time. And if you want to see more awesome videos, then make sure to follow, subscribe, like, and of course hit that bell down below so that you do not miss any of my new content. See you in my next video.